Greetings, everyone. Thank you, Maria. And thank you all for being here. I am Najami Lazama, aka Bushwoman, of Bushwoman's Conversations Project. It's a personal development awareness life coach. And we are in collaboration with Juve Fest, as you see, putting together this cultural, traditional, informative workshop. And we're also going to be doing a live demonstration after we do the lecture and the interviews. And we're going to interview some professional flag waver. I've been a professional flag waver for about 36 years. Can't even believe the number myself. I feel 36. But anyway, I'm going to introduce Sandra Bell, my ride or die friend. Come here, Sandra. Introduce yourself. I'm also a certified life coach, as I said, also a chair yoga instructor, academic life coach as well. So tell us about Juve Fest, Sandra.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful Grove House. And thank you, Maria, for allowing us to use this beautiful space. So Juve Fest is a collective. It's a collective of Something Positive Inc., Pagua Mas, the #1 Juve band. Sorry, folks. We got the #1, but Pagua, you know it's it. And Hearts of Steel, and Natural Expression, Rhythm Section, some kind of Bacchanal, Rhythm Section, and basically people who are interested in preserving the Caribbean culture, carnival culture, let's say. And if any of you know about Juve, it's a French word. It means opening of the day, or eye open. And it was created by former enslaved Africans, our ancestors, back in the 1800s, in the mostly French-dominated Caribbean islands. Well, Trinidad was one of them, and Tobago as well, and Martinique, and Guadeloupe, and French Guiana, and Grenada, and St. Lucia. So all of these islands in the Caribbean have Juve, all at the same time, because it's based on the rites of spring and the Catholic religion, and the Pope is the one who decides when Ash Wednesday is. So Carnival is between January 5th, let's say, about January 5th to Ash Wednesday, when all the Bacchanal is supposed to stop, the drinking, the wine, and the dance, and the whatever, right? So all of these islands and all of these French-dominated places in the Caribbean have Juve at the same time because of the French colonizers. And so our Juve Fest, its mission is to present and preserve the traditional style Trinidad and Tobago Juve, which includes a type of music, acoustic music. It has several traditional characters. Without those characters, it's not really a Juve. It has a particular food that you eat at Juve time. And so we are here to preserve that culture because Juve came out of struggle. It came out of a demand for us to be the way we want to be, to live the way we want to live, to play our music the way we want to play. And it was a fight. I'm sure some of you have heard of the Canboulé. The Canboulé, really meaning burnt cane in French. So it was a point where the former enslaved people were so tired of the oppression and suppression, they burned down the cane fields. So there's the Canboulé riots, and which it turned from cane brûlée to Canboulé, French, right? So it came out of struggle, and it's still struggling. It's still struggling for us to be who we are up to today, right? They tried to give Juve a bad name, but we Juve lovers, we Juve forever people, we are not interested in fighting. We are interested in having a good time together, because Juve happened in that time of day. Could anybody guess why? Right. They didn't want, but
guess what? They say, why you all folks want to be out in the street at 3 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the morning? Because Juve happens before dawn and it ends at sunrise. Because we had to do it that way. Because we had to go back to work when the sun came up to cut the cane, to change the pot, to cook the food. So this is why at 4 o'clock in the morning, you head up, bang, ba, ba, bang, ba, bang, bang, you're heading still by stuck, and you're going down the road. But it came out of struggle. It came out of resistance. And so here we are today to help preserve and present our struggle, our resistance, our resilience, because we're here, right? So that is the mission and purpose of Juve Fest. So this is part of our expressing ourselves and also sharing the information, because a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know. So we are here to share that information so we can be proud of it and not be like, oh, I don't want to be part of Juve. No, you better say yes, because that's part of the reason we're here. And so today, my partner, yes, is here to express and show you that part of Juve where you have the flag bearers. And we call them flag bearers because they're more than flag wavers. They know how to invoke that spirit. They know how to connect that audience and the players with what's going on around them. So we are here to express that part of the Juve. Now, what am I supposed to do now? Okay, so it doesn't only happen in Trinidad, this whole flag waving business. It happens, like I said, in a lot of the Francophone, we call them Francophone islands because they were colonized by the French and with lots of Africans. So we Africanize things, as you know. So in New Orleans, which happens the same time as Trinidad, because you know the French were there too, that's why it's called New Orleans, right? They had their Mardi Gras. And Mardi Gras is, what's Mardi Gras mean? Anybody know? That's right, Fat Tuesday. That means everything's going on, right? And so they have Lundi Gras and they have Mardi Gras. And when Ash Wednesday come, the strike of midnight on that Tuesday, that they call it Shove Tuesday as well, everything is supposed to stop. So in New Orleans, they have a tradition also of flag bearers. However, the flag bearers are not like anywhere else. They're the ones who walk before the big chief. You know the big chief in Mardi Gras, the Afro Mardi Gras Indians in New Orleans? Have you ever seen them? Well, if you haven't seen them, you're going to see a little bit of them today. They are the ones that walk ahead of the big chief. There is the flag boys and there are the spy boys. The spy boys are the ones that walk around the chief in the back and the front, making sure nobody gets close to the big chief. But used to be a lot of fights, a lot of, I'm better than you fights. But no, they just play like they fighting right now. They don't really fight anymore. So it's what we call a Trilata Grand Charge. So the flag boy is very elaborately dressed. He almost looks like a chief and comes in the front, makes a whole lot of motion like this, and then the big chief comes after him. So that's another way of the flag tradition, which actually comes out of a European tradition of pageantry and waving the flag, a military formation where you let everybody know you're this part of this army or air force, and they also used it for the people like the Queen and things like that. So we mixed it up with the African, of course, and added our own flavor. So we have New Orleans, we have Dominica, where they do a lot of flag waving there. We also have Brazil. Brazil has, Brazil, they go all the way. They go, I'm sorry, I'm a Trini, but I got to tell you, the Brazilians got it going on. They've got a massive ceremonies. and the flag bearer, they come together, and their costumes are just out of this world. So they have a great tradition in flag bearing as well. So we're going to show a little video just to show you that, and then we have our guest. Please welcome Miss Kathleen Charles. Right? I have to say that I'm just going to say this one line. She'll say the rest. She was Desperado Steel Orchestra's flag waver or bearer for 10 straight years. Hello. Right? She doesn't do it anymore, but you want to see somebody whine? Ask her. She'll give you some lessons. Right? You know her. And then we have as our special guest, Miss Janet Lewis, known as, oh gosh, please give her a hand. Hello, we got the top notches here, and we're waiting for Dane. We don't know where Dane is, but he's our only male flag waver today. So I'm ready to give up this mic and show this video, which is just a few minutes, and then I know, Missy, you've got to go and do your business, but hang on. Ready? Okay.
Yeah, your phone's on. All right, so now we're going to show a video of the different carnivals. We are going to show New Orleans. New Orleans Mardi Gras starts again at midnight. Now, the flag boy in New Orleans Carnival is not like the traditional flag man that we have in Trinidad and Tobago or any of the islands. He's dressed, they honor the American Indian chiefs, the Native American Indians. The history with the African slaves and the Native Americans is that the Native Americans helped to protect the Africans when they were trying to run away. So in honor of traditional masks, they dress in their costumes, Indian. So the spy boy, so there are two boys, the spy boy and you have the flag boy. The flag boy is like a scout. He goes out to the front. He sees wherever the other bands are coming down the street. He runs and he tells the flag boy. The flag boy now goes and tells the big chief which way they should go to avoid, or if there is an encounter. It's almost like a battle. So they do a lot of battling with their rhyme, with their kind of like, teasing each other, so to speak. And in New Orleans Festival, then we have, I'm going to show the video of Carnival in Brazil. Their flag bearers are absolutely spectacular, very pretty, and they dance and they show what they come out. They have to be part of a samba group in order for them to be part of the carnival. Then we have the Dominicans, young kids portraying, waving flag, dancing the flag, being very, very instrumental in the carnival. So this is all based around the carnival experience. And to understand the carnival experience, African people are very ritualistic people. We are very ceremonial and we are very ritualistic. So everything that we do is around some form of celebration of some sort. And then we will show Trinidad and Tobago flag women and flag men. In Trinidad and Tobago culture, it was predominantly men who wave flag. But within the culture, women were also known, and we are going to interview Miss Kathleen, and we're going to get some words from Miss Janet. So I'm going to let the video run. Thank you. show the New Orleans.
I'm glad I got turned in like the stairs side, except for her. That's the first thing come out their mouth. How far we gotta walk?
We're making sure we ain't forgetting nothing, man. We're trying to keep up with everything. You do both sides? Huh?
In my neighborhood, we never had to go to Zulu or nothing like that. Carnival was within the neighborhood. You know, if you ask me who the king of Carnival was when I was a little boy, I'll tell you, Tootie Montana. Mardi Gras morning, right before you come out, you know, you're gonna dot your I's and cross your T's, you know. Basically, you know, we was just like, you know, finishing touches and knickknacks. You know, that's pretty much what we do. We do that as a family before we come out. We kind of got this little thing like OCD, like you can't, it just don't feel right, you know. Once you do it again, you feel like I could do something else, you know what I'm saying? So you know how that go. All the way to the last minute, you're gonna be, you know, going over everything. So, you know, I just wanna make sure that everything is, you know, perfect, you know. And as you can see, we all look beautiful, everybody.
I started sewing on my suit from year before last. Actually, my black suit with the peacocks on it. I started sewing and doing like tip trails and stuff. And then on this suit here, I did like this side of the chest piece, and I did like this side here.
We agreed on this purple, but you color scheme it yourself, you know, like for purple or color, but you know, you might do your own color scheme. We wanted to do the Lion of Judah, so we did that. Now I wanted to do the Ark of the Covenant. What all was going on with all this violence and stuff? They say that's why they held the 10 Commandments, man. I hope people see it and, you know, think twice about killing and just doing all kind of wrong stuff, you know what I'm saying?
How they are getting themselves together. So their Mardi Gras is like Juve morning as far as from Trinidad perspective. Brazil.
Mardi Curifayo.
It gotta be in your heart, because if you ain't doing it from the love in your heart, you're not gonna understand the culture. You're not gonna understand the work we put into these suits. You're not gonna understand the tradition of what Indians are built upon. This is a nation. This is serious business.
So it's like a battle between one band and another band. Guys, we could get some lights. Thank you. So next, we are part of the segment. I'm going to introduce Miss Kathleen Charles, DESPA's flag waver. Yes. All right, give her a round of applause, please. So Kathleen, thank you so much for being part of this. I think is a very important, definitely an important conversation as part of the culture. Now, the importance of this is that we want to pass the message, we want to pass the baton, so to speak, to younger generations. It is very important. The flag waver gets the crowd excited. The flag man or flag woman is someone like in wartime. The flag waving really emerged out of war when armies used to go and battle and they had to let the other army know that my army is coming down or clearing the path. Many times those flag wavers were killed, all right? Because they was the first one in line. But in carnival culture, the flag waver is to excite, titillate, get the band all excited, get them going, clearing the way. For me, from my personal perspective, it is a spiritual clearing. For those who understand the African Orisha religion, Oya is the deity that deals with clearing the way. So for me, when I wave a flag, I do it in honor of her. All right, she clears away things that no longer is working. So Kathleen, thank you so much. So how long you run a flag waver for, DESPA's? How long? 10 years. 10 years. And so why do you wave the flag?
Well, to put it this way, DESPA's wasn't the first flag that I waved that night. DESPA's was the third flag. And to say it in terms of my mother, I like shaking my body. So I was walking by in my netball clothes, looking fly back in the day, and this guy from Cordettes, he like, "Miss, you look so nice. Can you wave our flag?" I said, $75. He was like, "Wait right there." So he came back with the $75 and the Cordettes shirt. I stick it inside my boots. And I went on the stage, waved the flag, felt like finally reached where I'm going. Because I always, like I say, shaking mama give me. So instead of leaving the savannah, I went back the same way that I came. And while I was going back, this guy from Solo Harmonize, he was like, "Miss, I just saw you wave a flag. You look so good. Can you wave our flag?" I said, $75. So he goes, get the shirt. I take off the corded shirt, put on the Solo shirt, put the money in the next shoes. And I was back up on the stage. So the announcers was like, "I don't believe this. She was just here." So I did my thing, heading back that way. There was this guy from Desperados. They call him Batchak. He was like, you from the hill, come here." So I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "You just waved 2 flags. And that's supposed to need a flag woman." I'm like, $75. So I got my third $75, my third shirt. And when I got on the stage, Phil Simmons, Alison Hennessy, David Alcock, they was like, "No, we don't believe this. This is not possible." I did it well. I was afraid to go back now because by now I'm tired. So I head home, get up in the morning, it's all over the papers, all over the news. My mother called from New York. "Oh, well, you reach where you're going." And into like 2 hours of I waking up, Thunderbolt Williams came to my door. I don't know how he found where I live in. And he said to me, "You are going to wave our flag." Mr. Natty said he's not giving the flag to nobody else. Because Mr. Natty had waved the Despot flag for 25 years. And he never wanted to give it up until I came along. So when I came along, I was introduced to Rudolph Charles. He said, "Can you get some girls together to do because they had 2 banners and a number and a flag, so I need 5 more girls." He said, "Can you get that for us?" I said, "Trust me, I can." So I went and I got my 5 girls. I got money to make clothes. I made the clothes, made the skirt, and from 1981 to 1990, it was 10 years of fun. It really was, and I enjoyed it. But Kitchener is responsible for me waving flag in the sense of when he brought out the song, Flag Woman, I fell in love with it, but I did not know what to do. How do I get to be a flag woman? Because I was like a teenager, I'm going to school. So my sister gave me 50 cents. I went down the street and I bought a half yard of cloth, and she made me a skirt, 13 inches long. And I went to school. We were having Old Mass in school. So I figured I could be the flag woman in school, which I was. And the teachers and them was like surprised because I was basically a tomboy. So to see me waving a flag and misbehaving in the manner that I know I can, and I know that I did, it was shocking to the teachers and my mother, because she was still here then. And she said she wasn't coming to the school to the carnival. So I was like, way out there. And she raised up and like, oh, that's what I sent you to school to do in this assembly. I said, if you stop, she go beat you when I reach home. The children go laugh anyway, so continue. And as it happened, she did not beat me.
She was proud. So what does being a flag waver, what does that mean to you?
It means, like you say, it helps the crowd. When I walk on stage and the people in the audience, the way they react makes me feel like I am queen of the band. Because they really make you out. Because when you come on stage, the band is nowhere close yet. But the crowd make you feel that you will lead the band, even though I cannot play a pan. But I enjoyed doing that. It's part of my culture, it's part of me. And the more I did it, is the more I get to like it. And just being a flag woman is not just like, it means something to me. It gives me a sense of purpose. Since I can't play a pan, I could be part of a band and feel good about it.
So what were some recommendations would you share for young people coming up? What words of wisdom would you share with them as far as it being important for them to learn how to wave a flag?
Well, one of the things is don't let the flag drag on the ground. Keep the flag flying high. It takes a lot of energy because it's not easy to raise your hand and keep this here going too. It's not easy. It might look easy, but it's not. And one of the things is, if you really want to wave the flag, you can do it. Do like myself, practice in front of the mirror. It works. Keep the hand from going down. Keep the hand up as high as possible. And keep the body as loose as you can. Because that is what works. And once you keep the body loose and the hand flowing, it wouldn't come down. It would not come down. If the body is stiff, then the hand gets... But as long as everything is moving, the hand moves with the body.
So it's all in one. So I'd like to thank Ms. Kathleen Charles give her a round of applause for sharing some experiences of what it is to be. And yes, 1976 was when Kitchener came up with Flag Woman, right? Flag. So that really kind of summoned a lot of women to participate in playing and waving the flag. So thank you so much. I appreciate your time. And I'm looking for, so you do Despers. You were Despers Flag Woman in Trinidad, not in New York. Okay, so I'm Despers Flag Woman here in New York. I am Despers Flag Woman here in New York. And yes, we won a couple times, but definitely. And I am also the flag woman winner when they had the flag waving competition in 2019 in Brooklyn Juve. So I won that as well. So I would love to have Mama's sister Janet come up and share some words. So thank you so much. Now, this sister here, we have been in many, shall I say, similar cultural functions. And I've never seen Sister Janet wave flag. I've always heard she has, I have never seen her wave flag. I have heard so many great things about her. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here.
It's a blessing to be here. I give God the honor, the glory, and everything. It's all for Jesus. That's why I'm here this evening. Let's go into my history. My history is known as Janet Lewis, flagwoman from Trinidad, Port of Spain. I was born in Belmont. I went to John John and lived for all my years. I left John John, I went to St. Croix, run business in St. Croix, leave St. Croix and came to New York. And thank God I'm still here in New York now for over 54 years. Okay? Now, with my history of being a flagwoman, I used to dance as Trinidad #1 soul queen, first of all. That's what I used to do. I was a dancer, and I made history going by Danny's Inn in Cocorit, going all over, dancing in with Carla Thomas when she came into Trinidad, Otis Renan when he came, Percy Sledge when he came. I danced on all of those shows in Trinidad as Trinidad #1 soul queen. Joe Sam and myself are the ones who know Joe Sam. When I came to New York, well, before coming to New York, however, in Trinidad, I took Tokyo band. The person who used to really wave the flag was a guy by the name of Bugger. But when I went down and I started to be around the guys in John John, everybody say, oh God, Bugger is a man and he ain't mining as good as you, because I used to beat pan. So I beat in pan and carrying on behind the pan and raising up my clothes, because I'd love to do that. I must say that. That is a part of my culture. Raising my clothes up and making fills on my panty and shaking up myself, you understand? So all of that was the things I used to do and love doing. I enjoy doing that. So when they say, Janet, you should learn to wave the flag, I say, learn? I could practice on my own. So when Bugger come and he bend down and he twists and he do these things and showing me, I say, I will show you something more than that. And of course I went down and lie down on my belly on the ground, take the flag, just as Kathleen said, hold the flag up in the air, because you know you're not supposed to let your flag touch the ground, because right there you lose points. So in the pan yard, I lie down on the concrete in John John, on the ground, and I take the flag and I start to wave the flag. When I jump up, I pass the flag through my leg. And I held it through my leg and put it close to my private and started whining with the flag, and the flag doing everything. Everything that you could possibly think that I was doing, the flag was also doing it too, because I know I was good at that, okay? Very good at that. So the excitement came when they say, you know what, Janet, we're not letting Bugger go for the panorama. You had to go panorama. I say, no big thing. I say, all if you could sponsor me to go panorama. They say, whatever Tokyo get, you will get half. I say, okay, that's sounding good, but tell me what Tokyo get in. Because the band ain't sure to win panorama, but I know I could win flag waving. So let me hear what is my part. But they didn't want to tell me, because they don't want to say like what the bands was getting at that time for being in pan and becoming the first band or whatever. So I went to Panorama, and by the time I reached you, and as you know, Kitchener come and he sang Flagwoman. Before that, I was waving flag already. So when they say he started to sing Flagwoman is when he was talking about me. That much I know, okay? That much I can say. He was speaking about me, and I had to show myself up, because in those days, every Calypso tent knew me, like going with Nap Hedburn and with Starling and all these people. I was around with those people those days, because I'm not a young girl anymore, I'm very old, so take that into consideration also, okay? I know you don't want to hear me say that, Emma, that I'm old, but I am, okay? However, when I went and waved for Tokyo, I got the first prize in the Savannah, but Tokyo came second to last in the band playing, okay? Okay, but I love my band, so I still stuck with my band. As I know, when we're going through the tracks, it will be Desperados, well, quality bands from behind the bridge. Desperados, Renegades, Tokyo, Applejackers, all these bands, okay, was the bands coming. So every band, all you hear them, but not just go, Janet, Yeah, going with Tokyo coming last again. I say, I's a die hard. It's just like me and Roy Pierre. Roy Pierre band bringing band here. Everybody say he disrespectfully this. I can't say that because I am a Roy Pierre. Regardless of I am now playing mass with John because I never intended to leave as much as my son Kendall and I are that close. And he bring the band. I told him, I say, I'll be there with you all as a support, but I'm not leaving playing with Roy because that's my band. But when Roy decided to go to the Parkway again, I say, I'm not going on the Parkway. I am staying on Empire Boulevard. So that's how I end up now going with my real band, which is John and friends, to play with them. But it's not no problem between Roy and I. Coming back again to my flag waving, when I come up here, I said, I ain't going to wave no flag. But I decided that I'm going to give my bus rides. For the excitement on the bus ride, everybody coming because they're coming to look for Flag Woman bus ride to play with. I took 87 buses off the Parkway when I gave my bus ride. And it was 87 full buses with people still asking, and then over 100 and something cars coming behind us also. So that again was another plus first. But when I come up here now, when I decide to do my thing, and I decide to give the bus ride, I start to make a flag for every year. I will have little children come in and make 2-3 little flags for them to feel important. But when people don't get a flag, they end up pulling off the branches, as you know, off the trees, and people jump in with the branches, and I am waving flag in front. Again, with my short dresses, with my design on my panties, and that is a part of the culture for me to make sure that they see the fashion of my panties. That was very important to our people. So I did that, and I did it proudly too. I would not say I wouldn't do it again. I just don't have the strength to do it again. But
listen, this is about you being authentically you showing up. So I like that you said that you had the small children with the flags. So now, what can we do to pass on this heritage, this cultural heritage to young people? What would you recommend?
I would recommend that when they go to the panyard, like when they have practice for Labor Day, we get some of the younger folks to come play pan, yes. But if we get 3 or 4 of them who could wave flag and demonstrate and show them how they could go about waving a flag. And don't think a flag is no disgrace. Long ago, years ago, they used to say a flag woman is nobody, she's no good, she's this. But because of cultural things now, we know definitely that our culture has gone very far and people don't look down on certain things no more. If you watch the younger folks, everybody wearing see-through. I wear see-through throughout my life. I did it my way. And if I should die in the morning, I want that on my epitaph. I did it my way because I'm proud to know that I did it my way. So I'm telling the younger folks right now, when you go to the panyard and you learn to play pan, ask around and find out how could you be the person going on stage with the band. And you want to wave flag, not only to play pan, but you want one, not meaning that you wouldn't stick with your culture with playing pan. It's very important. But if you go and you learn to wave a flag, again, make sure that you do your demonstration right. When they call the band on stage, don't be scared, don't be thinking, just go brave. Even if you ain't learn it for your first year, your second and your third year will get accustomed. So you could go out on the stage and start to carry on and big up yourself, you understand? That's what I want the young children to do. Don't make nobody disrespect you because you're a flag woman and feel if you have on a short dress or if you have on, because nobody never take that risk to touch me when I was wearing short dresses and my skin outside and everything. And now that I am now a spiritual Baptist bishop and I'm serving my God, in which I'm asking everybody to always remember to wake up in the morning and say, thank you, Jesus. I am telling you, you're not a disgrace because you could whine or you could sing. This is our culture. Let our culture continue with us enjoying ourselves and encourage your children. If you have a daughter, tell her it's no disgrace for her to be a flag woman like you do too. Let her come and enjoy what you're doing. Don't make her stay home and I don't want for me to see mommy doing that. Let her see that she will know it's nothing bad about being a flag woman. It's very important in the band and for yourself to be able to keep yourself active. All that's exercise. You understand? So let the exercise reign. Let the health stay within you when you could do it. I can't do it. I could do it if I want to, but I can't do it again, okay?
All right, thank you. Give her a round of applause, people. Yes. One of our honorary legend flag woman, Miss Janet. Yes. I said, I'm so sorry. I don't know if there are videos, and there should be videos of you out there doing work. So I'm going to look for some of that because this is a series. I want to continue Juve Fest and Bushwoman Conversations Project. Would like to continue this as an ongoing series and also have flag waving workshops, which I'm actually going to do. So next, we're going to take a video look at Brazil Carnival. Which is around the same time, I believe, as Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. It is? Yes. So, same Catholic religion. And also, too, I'm going to interview Dr. Pat Belcon. This is Dr. Pat Belcon here, who's a sociologist, who's going to, we went to, short caveat, we went to Goa in India to document the carnival. In India, in Goa, they have carnival the same time as Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. A lot of Portuguese occupy that region. So a lot of the East Indians, they have Rodriguez, Hernandez as their last name. Similar type of housing styles. They have a Juve, they have Carnival Monday, they have a Carnival Tuesday, and it was really interesting to watch this particular culture celebrate Carnival. So we're going to highlight now Brazil. Dominica. Oh, this is Dominica? Okay. All right, so this is not Brazil, but this is Dominica. So we're showing Dominica flag wavers. These are kids who are very much involved in having the ability to demonstrate their flag waving gifts around the carnival time. Dominica with their carnival presentation here. Now we're going to see Brazil that's connected to a samba house. right. So next we're going to look at Trinidad and Tobago flag wavers, flag women and flag men. These are different steel bands that depict for carnival season. As you said, flag women, flag men, all part of the culture, very important part of the culture. So this is showing the flag women here. That is one of the flag women there, and we're going to end up with one more. This is Despa's steel band. The person waving the flag is Nadia Batson, Ras Shorty I's granddaughter. She sang this, I believe, in 2000, I think it's 20, if I'm correct. This is Ras Shorty's son, passing the flag onto his niece. She's one of Trinidad and Tobago soca artists, Nadia Blackman. Here she's being a flag woman in front of Despa's band, Panorama Night, which is a steel pan competition that we have every year for Carnival in Trinidad. And we don't wear flag and heels in Trinidad, so this is a special pattern here. competition. Sometimes it's over artists will perform with two bands for the competition at a time. You see the enjoyment of the time players' face. You're like possessed, actually. Some of the enjoyment, you see the fever, you see the excitement, energy, the momentum. And let me tell you something. Doing this all day, going down the street carnival time is not, you have to have energy. Definitely need to have energy.